This is part 2 of the walk around of my OLDSMOBILE Cutlass Supreme 1985 G-body. I'll show you the interior now. You can tell it's just like new. I don't even think the back seat was ever even used. There's some of my anti-theft devices. Can never be too safe. Headliner was sagging. I used a bunch of pins, those cushion twist pins. I bought them at Ace Hardware, and I just measured it out, and I went all on there, and I just attached them all in. That's a good tip for people. If you don't want to go through the hassle of taking it down and re-gluing it, you can do that. Added a third brake light. Added this light in the back, put an OLDSMOBILE emblem because it was so dark back there. Originally I had a bench seat in it and I put buckets. The seats are just like new. I just put covers on them to prevent any damage. I bought a console and it was out of an 80s Monte Carlo, and I made my own cover, my hinge and everything. I didn't want to buy one of those cushioned ones because I felt that it wouldn't last anyway. I actually got that little piece out of a 70s Cadillac, I think, or maybe an Oldsmobile. And then I hinged it. I put the little switch in there to shut my light off. And then I made my bracket and everything, hold it in place. Actually, the piece of wood came out of a drawer, out of a dresser. It was nice and thin. It was oak. The shifter is out of a 1967 GTO. It's a dual gate. I like those shifters better because they were straight up and down, where the Oldsmobiles were curved back, and I didn't like that. And the dual gate works this way, where you press this and then you can go to the other side and ratchet through. If you don't want to do that, just shut that off, and it's just regular floor shifter. I did add this in there. That came out of a Mustang, the little colors. I needed a place to put my cups, and I see other people made theirs, and this one came out of, I believe, a Ford Windstar, or it was a Chrysler Town and Country, but I think it was a Ford Windstar. And I just made some brackets so it would attach into where the ashtray was at. And I think it's resting on the ashtray, actually. I painted it black. This was just a piece of aluminum that I used to fill in the top part of this. The speakers, I bought them off of Amazon. And there was an advertisement on YouTube for these speakers that were for boats. The reason I liked them because they were nice and small, and I just attached them, and I used zip ties to pull them across, and I attached them in there. I didn't want to mess with the ones up front, and I don't really have that powerful of a stereo in here, so it works great. There's the original. Everything's nice and clean in here. Oh, I did add the Oldsmobile logo in the top. Back in the day, that was popular when I was in college. Oh, and I have the Oldsmobile manuals and the case to hold it. That was for the sound system. And that's the original owner's manual. And the maintenance. I thought this was kind of cool. It's an OLDSMOBILE pen. Can you see it? Customer satisfaction. Commitment. Get a little focus on that. You can see. Yeah, maybe not. There it is. Here's another interesting thing I found. An Oldsmobile tape. Here are some of the songs they had back then. I don't know if you can read it. There we go. Cyndi Lauper. Almost Paradise. I use that for the Bachelor in Paradise theme song. So they had this tape from 81, 82, 83, 84, and 85. CBS. Michael Jackson. Billie Jean. What was another one? Barbara Streisand, yeah. Anyway, Julio Iglesias. Willie Nelson, yeah.